I don't know if you realize just how much of a psychological genius George Carlin actually was. He had this short, legendary observation about human behavior that perfectly explains how the human brain processes reality, why coworkers fight, and honestly, why nations go to war. It all starts with our deep human need for comfort and control. Take the smell of your morning coffee. That is the original aromatherapy. Your brain smells it, anticipates the caffeine, and releases dopamine before you even take your first sip. It's a sensory routine that signals safety and readiness to your brain. We do the exact same thing with our physical spaces to cope with chaos. Think about that coworker with the disastrous, messy office who yells, "Don't touch anything. I know exactly where everything is." To your eyes, their desk is complete unorganized madness. But to their brain, it's a perfectly mapped out external hard drive. It's their version of comfort. You see this play out in high-pressure environments all the time, like behind a bar. As a bartender, the way that you set up your bottles, your garnishes, and your tools is your survival kit. It is wired directly into your muscle memory, so you can move at lightning speed during a slam shift. But the second the next shift comes in to relieve you, what do? They look at your perfectly optimized station, call it a total disaster, and immediately start moving everything around. They aren't trying to be difficult. Okay, maybe some of them are. Their brain literally cannot process your muscle map, so they have to rearrange the entire environment into their own setup just to survive the next rush. And here is where it gets real interesting. Scale this exact same behavior up from a messy desk or a bar shift to entire civilizations, which, by the way, are being run by human beings. One culture looks at another culture's values, traditions, or ways of living, and because it doesn't match their own blueprint, their brain registers that it's chaotic and backward and wrong. And that is the exact psychological foundation of colonialism and cultural conflict throughout history. We constantly mistake our own personal survival patterns for the absolute laws of the universe. We're all just pattern-seeking creatures dropped into a chaotic world, desperately arranging our little corners of the room so that we can feel safe. So years ago, George Carlin cracked the code as to why nations are in conflict with other nations and why borders have to be policed. Because your stuff is shit, and our shit is stuff. Then again, that's just my opinion. I could be wrong. I'm just a guy sitting on a park bench.